Did you know that there's some mysterious figures out there or creatures that nobody still really knows about? And some of them are really good at playing hide and seek. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 most interesting creatures that exist. Join me. Hi everybody, Nick Sarlo here from Shadowhunters Paranormal Investigation and Events, bringing you another Halloween 247 episode. As always, please subscribe to our episodes if you like the video and share with all your friends. So there's some odd creatures that are definitely out there that people are still not really sure about. There's, for example, Bigfoot. Bigfoot is probably the hide and seek champion because nobody can find him. Nobody knows exactly where Bigfoot is. A lot of people say that they've seen Bigfoot, but then a lot of people say that they have seen his footprints, which can also look like bear footprints. So either they are seeing Bigfoot footprints or they're seeing a bear. Personally, in my opinion, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but that's not to say that there isn't a Bigfoot just because I don't believe in it. It could be, it's just like with me and Ghost, I had to have an encounter first in order to believe. So Bigfoot is our first creature that we're going to take a look at. In North American folklore, Bigfoot or Sasquatch are said to be hairy, upright, walking ape-like humanoid creatures that dwell in the wilderness and leave a giant human-like footprint, which can resemble a bear claw also. A lot of people also portray them as missing link between humans and human ancestors or other great apes. What is Bigfoot? People who claim to have seen it describe Bigfoot as a large, muscular, ape-like creature, roughly around 6 to 9 feet. That's pretty tall. Covered in hair, described as black, dark brown, or dark reddish. These enormous creatures like to hang out all around the wilderness. So I can kind of see where it is kind of hard to spot them a little bit because they could be hiding behind trees or behind bushes. Now, like I said, with the footprint, the claws, the enormous footprints for which the creatures are named are claimed to be as large as 24 inches long and 8 inches wide. Can you imagine having a basketball shoe that big? Some footprint casts have also been contained claw marks, making it like they came from known animals, such as bears, who have 5 toes and they also have claws. So, some of the history behind Bigfoot, Robert Piles says the most cultures have accounts of human-like giants in their folk history, expressing a need for some larger-than-life creature. Each language had its own name for the creatures featured in the local version, such legends. Many names meant something along the lines of wild man or hairy man, which we're talking about Bigfoot. Bigfoot has become better known as a phenomenon in popular culture, and sightings have spread throughout North America, rural areas of Great Lakes region, and the southeastern United States have been sources of numerous reports of Bigfoot sightings, in addition to the Pacific Northwest. Now, where I live in a Native American burial ground right behind my house, and it's a wooded area. I have not seen any Bigfoot, at least I don't think I have. So definitely do your own. There's a lot of research on Bigfoot, so let me know in the comment section below. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Is there a Bigfoot? Do you think Bigfoot can be explained? A lot of people actually think Bigfoot is also maybe relevant to aliens, which it could be. There's a big possibility for everything. The second creature we're going to look at is also known as Nessie. Yes, I am talking about the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster is a cryptid in cryptozoology and Scottish folklore that is said to inhabit Loch Ness in Scottish Highlands. It is often described as large, long-necked, and with one or more humps protruding from the water. The first modern discussion of sighting of the strange creature in Loch may have been in the 1870s. So Bigfoot, we just talked about Bigfoot. Loch Ness has been around for a very long time. When D. Mackenzie claimed to have seen something wiggling and churning up in the water back in Scotland. Where is Loch Ness? The earliest reports of the monster in the vicinity of Loch Ness appears in the Life of St. Columba, written in the 6th century AD. So when it comes to the 1870s, they explained that there was a man who was swimming in the river when he was attacked by a water beast that mauled him and dragged him underwater. They had tried to rescue him in a boat, but he was killed. So apparently Loch Ness likes to attack people. That I did not know. I always just thought that it was something in the water and somebody just noticed something with kind of like a giraffe type neck just sticking its neck out of the water. Now there are some reports of the Loch Ness monster. For example, D. Mackenzie, in October 1871 or 1872, Mackenzie reportedly saw an object resembling a log or upturned boat wiggling and churning up in the water. The object moved slowly at first, disappearing at a faster speed. Mackenzie sent his story to a letter to Rupert Gould in 1934, shortly after popular interest in the monster increased. The second report is Alexander MacDonald. In 1888, Manson Alexander MacDonald sighted a large stubby-legged animal surfacing from loch and propelling itself within 50 yards of the shore where MacDonald stood. MacDonald reported his sightings to Loch Ness water Alex Campbell and described the creature as looking like a salamander, which I could see because they do say that the Loch Ness has kind of like a wiggly type body. Again, let me know in the comments section below, do you believe in Loch Ness Monster? Do you actually think there is something swimming in Scotland that is a big, gigantic monster? And number 3. Now, number 3 kind of hits close to home a little bit because it is close to where I am. If I ever saw one of these, I would probably freak out. And that is the Wendigo. In the north woods of Minnesota, the forest of the Great Lakes region and the central regions of Canada is said to live a malevolent being called a Wendigo, also spelled Wendigo. This creature may appear as a monster with some characteristics of a human or as a spirit who has possessed a human being and made them become monstrous. It is historically associated with cannibalism, murder, greed, and culture taboos such behaviors. So it looks like this creature is probably around 6 to 7 foot tall. I've seen pictures where it has antlers and it looks very grotesque. According to legends, a Wendigo is created whenever a human resorts to cannibalism to survive. So if you ever seen The Walking Dead, there you go. So technically, can't zombies be considered Wendigos? In the past, this occurred more often when Indians and settlers found themselves stranded in the bitter snows and the ice north woods. Sometimes stranded for days, any survivors might have felt compelled to cannibalize the dead in order to survive. Other versions of the legend cite the humans who displayed extreme greed, gluttony, and excess might also be possessed by a Wendigo. Thus, the myth served as method of encouraging cooperation and moderation. So don't resort to cannibalism because you might turn into a Wendigo. creepy. So the earliest that a Wendigo has been spotted is 1661. Now earlier when I said it kind of hits close to home, the Wendigo can be seen in Minnesota, Wisconsin, which is close to me, and Canada. So it also says that a lot of times they can be seen in the woods, just kind of roaming around, especially at night. So if you're on a camping trip and you hear something kind of start rattling in the woods and stuff like that, kind of keep a lookout. You never know, it might be a Wendigo. So that's it for tonight's episode of Halloween 247. As always, guys, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we have so much more content to show you guys. And for those of you that have subscribed and liked our videos, thank you very much. That really does mean a lot to us, because it helps us know that a lot more people are interested in what we are talking about. So my name is Nick Sarlo, and I'm with Shadow Hunters Paranormal Investigation and Events. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next creepy episode of Halloween 247.